Welcome back, everyone, to the 101 Questions of AI. As per usual, I am your host, Michelle, and today Luca is with us, and we are going to continue on from one of our previous questions regarding federated learning. Today, he is going to talk us through the different examples. Luca?
Yes, Michelle, let's quickly recap what
Mm-hmm.
federated learning is all about. In a traditional machine learning algorithm, you gather data and then you
Mm-hmm.
train an algorithm. Actually, you train a model through an algorithm and then you use the model.
Mm-hmm.
In a federated learning architecture, you break this paradigm and you say, well, instead of collecting data, I'm distributing the model. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the upside is that, yeah, it's a very privacy friendly machine learning architecture and system. Three examples that come to mind. The first one
Mm-hmm.
is in media recommendation. So when you're using Netflix, your mobile phone is collecting a lot of data around the preference you have for a specific movie, for a specific genre or a series. Well, instead of broadcasting that data to the central Netflix servers, Netflix could deploy or has already deployed a model that runs on your laptop or on your mobile phone and gets updated with data coming from yourself. The second example, actually, the second and the third example comes
Mm-hmm.
from banking and financial use cases. So the first one is about credit card frauds.
Mm-hmm.
As you already sometimes you're already receiving from your bank messages, and sometimes your credit card is blocked because an unusual
Mm-hmm.
pattern is detected in your transaction, right?
Yes.
So that kind of detection at the moment is taking place in the central servers of the bank, and the fraud detection model is trained with the transaction data coming from your bank, okay, not
All
from
right.
all the other banks. So
Mm-hmm.
the main advantage of a federated learning approach would be that many banks collaborate together, and they essentially make available their transactional patterns. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody can benefit from each other's data without sharing any data and any transaction of each bank's client. So this is clearly beneficial for every stakeholder in the loop. The final example, if you don't have questions, do you have questions? I'm
No,
going
so
too
far it's very
fast.
clear. So far it's clear.
Okay. The third example is about anti-money laundering. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same kind of concept, right? Because in this case, there are patterns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who wants to recycle money, and the typical money laundering scheme actually involves taking cash and pouring cash into a bank account,
Mm-hmm.
executing certain operations, transferring assets into other institutions. So the criminals are essentially trying to cover their footsteps, and
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to conceal the source and the origin of that money. Uh, by sharing data, actually not sharing data, but by sharing the result of the analysis,
Mm-hmm.
banks through federated learning can backtrace and reverse engineer all these complex movements of resources and assets.
That's very interesting. And I think it'd be incredibly useful if they manage to do it. Are they already doing this, or it's fairly new, right?
So there are a few use cases. I think Ant Bank, which is a Chinese
Mm-hmm.
bank, uh, already has implemented federated
Mm-hmm.
learning in some use cases. But yeah, we're just at the beginning. I think the first use case that I saw was 2019, so 2 years
Okay.
ago.
All right. Word. That is something to look forward to. And I feel bad for all of the criminals. Now, how are they going to move their money?
Yeah, it's gonna be harder and harder. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episodes.